Oh,
Sorry. I'm mad noisy. Sorry.
did the wrong thing. I went full screen then.
Oh, let me go get my phone so I can tell the people. Sorry, one second.
Tell the peeps. Oh, you know the moon talk that we had that one time? There's going to be something called a strawberry moon, I think it was called. Strawberry moon or something. For the whole world to see. So that's exciting.
Wow. You know, that's super interesting. I responded on a delay, but my technology is a little bit spotty. I can just be like, just kidding. Not today. Not today.
Hopefully.
What is this strawberry moon supposed to be?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't look into it that much, but I briefly saw it. No, it's a strawberry moon today for the whole world to see, but I'm not sure when.
Ah, very cool.
I like all of our various prints we're in. I like it.
There's not a salad among us. There really is not.
Last Friday was all black, which was cool.
Yeah, we coordinate while being completely individual.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, I'm just telling the world.
Okay.
The connection is okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good.
It's wonderful.
That's good.
Sorry. Slash. All right. So, ladies, welcome, and to our viewers, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Woo! We are ArghonAI, and we have today's episode. It's Friday, so this is our weekly AI Roundup, where we talk about everything that's gone on that we've discussed on this channel, ArghonAI, for the past week. And then we will talk about it. But of course, if you want to see the specifics, the details, get into the nitty gritty, and then also just see some of the ridiculous things we've talked about and join in on the fun, be sure to go to the videos tab and look at the clips on our channel to see what we're all about and learn more. And of course, be sure to follow us on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ArghonAI, and youtube.com/ArghonAI. Oh no, /Arghon. And so welcome, ladies. How's your Friday?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's going well. No complaints. Friday so far.
Yeah.
You know, we usually start with a random question. So my random question is, if you were to describe yourself as a type of cookie, what cookie would you be? And also for our viewers, answer in the chat. Let us know, what kind of cookie would you be?
So I'm not just trying to think of like listing a cookie that I would like.
I mean, you know, it might be if you eat it a lot, you know, and it's like really like commonly what you enjoy, then you know, nothing wrong with that either.
You liked yourself, right? You
Yeah.
liked yourself.
Yeah.
So pick a cookie you like.
I mean, so it kind of goes back to the flavored water thing, because you guys did some interesting ones. But I feel like there's nothing wrong with like a standard chocolate chip cookie. It's a classic. Everybody loves, you know, that. But then...
Who would ever say there's there's something wrong with it. I mean, aside from people who can't eat chocolate. Even those of us who can't enjoy chocolate know a chocolate chip cookie is delicious.
But like a coconut cookie as well. I feel like adding some coconut in there. So maybe like I'll be like a chocolate and coconut. There you go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Paula, what about you?
That's great, Jazz. That's
Chocolate
really
coconut is very exotic. I like it.
chocolate coconut in a cookie sounds fantastic. That's a really good choice. I really like a sprinkle cookie.
Ooh.
You can't go wrong with like a sprinkle cookie. You can't go wrong with like a funfetti cake.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Because it has some in that you're familiar with the vanilla and you're familiar with the sprinkles, but when you put the classics together, it's something a little bit dynamic. It has an interesting texture. Like, it's not straight up boring, you know. It's not basic, even though its elements can be very traditional.
Yes, traditional, not basic. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. Also, I like brownie cookies. I think brownie cookies are really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Brownie cookie.
They're good. So,
Mm.
I mean, it's like a toss-up. Maybe I can do a brownie cookie with sprinkles in it, like a funfetti brownie
Why
cookie.
not? Why not?
Yes.
Mic drop. That's
Be
it.
a little bit of everything.
But then I feel bad because you can't eat chocolate for the chocolate.
Don't feel bad. It's you. It's not me. You're not like
excluding a whole demographic of people who cannot enjoy chocolate. But yeah, a brownie cookie with sprinkles, like a funfetti brownie cookie. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
What do your cookies have gluten in them?
Let's make it gluten-free.
Yeah.
Has to be inclusive. Are they vegan and gluten-free, you guys?
No. Let's go vegan. Not gluten-free. But
damn.
It might be in that weird like in between place of being both. But yeah, let's do the vegan cookie. It's a vegan cookie.
Interesting.
Yeah, are you in agreement?
The thing is, my niece has celiac disease, so I'm used to trying a lot of this gluten-free stuff. Some of it
tastes like powder. Some of it.
But I have tried gluten-free cookies. I didn't have any issue. So, yeah, I can make it vegan, gluten-free. Why not?
Hey! Nice. Diversifying.
Listen, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Okay. 1 second. I'm just going to keep riffing on that for a second. I'm just going to try and comment this thing in the...
We've got a comment.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. Ashley D95, hello again. Thank you for tuning in as always.
Ashley D95.
They say, hello, I think I would be a raspberry and cranberry cookie. Ooh.
That's actually really good. I've had that. That's actually really good.
That sounds really
And it's bright and it's a little bit of a tang to it.
You know, okay, just to like specify, is it a raspberry jam with cranberry like the dried cranberries within the cookie? Or is it pieces of raspberry, like dried, like the cranberry? Also, thank you for tuning in, Ashley D95, and all of the viewers right now. If you have any questions or comments and want to join in on the chat, do like Ashley D95 just did, and just let us know in the comments.
Yay!
Yeah. Oh, that is a great cookie. That's like it's like a bright cookie. Yeah, that's a good choice. It's a good choice. Lauren, what would be your cookie? Unless you want us to keep on riffing, I can do that too.
I'm almost done. I would choose. Gosh, I presented it to y'all, but I don't have an answer. Let me think.
Okay. I do that all the time. Story of my life.
Oh, Ashley D has said both dried raspberries and cranberries. So he's going for the dried option, which I like.
I like that. Texture.
The one I tried was just like raspberry essence with dried cranberries. It wasn't as fabulous as all that. So obviously he had to mix it up and be a little more fabulous. I'm not surprised. You're commenting on here every day. You have good taste. It is what it is.
It's true.
Hey. True.
There we go. Okay, so what kind of cookie would I be? You know, y'all, it'll have to be that same cookie that I had from that place.
Yes.
That unicorn cookie was everything. It had edible, what do they call it? Holographic glitter. It was purple, but like purple and dark purple swirls. It was lavender and blueberry, and the inside was just this creamy richness, and the outside was just fluffy, and it was just this nice thick plump little cookie. It looked like a little happy dollop. That's me.
I do like that. I like that they named it a unicorn cookie. I also like that they incorporated so many different colors and flavors.
I feel like they really gave it like the unicorn
touch.
Treatment.
Yeah.
The Galaxy cookie I couldn't have though. The Galaxy cookie was great, but so that one's purple with like a dark black kind of swirl, and they have a different kind of glitter on it that's like darker, and then it's got chocolate on the inside, chocolate ganache, and then it's coconut and chocolate mix. That one's good. Can't be that one, but
it's me. There you go. That's literally my cookie.
That's the Galaxy. I'm the unicorn. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll make these cookies one day. We'll make these cookies one day.
Have them in like groups and have a little each person's cookie type. All right. Well, thank you all for contributing your cookie types, who you'd be as a cookie. So let's talk about this week. We had a bit of a shorter week this week because we wanted to be sensitive to the current events, and as we stated on the channel, when you look at it, we are very much in support of the Black Lives Matter movement as individuals, and then as a company, we value deeply diversity. We value the various perspectives that diversity brings in all its forms, and we do believe that Black Lives Matter. And so, that was a big part of why Tuesday's discussion did not take place and was instead just a message in support. But when we look at this week, we had a Monday as well as yesterday, Thursday. So I'm gonna work backwards. So Thursday was our Throwback Thursday, where we talked about mass production. So essentially, what the factory has and producing manufacturing looked like both in the past to now. And one of the interesting things that we came up with is just that there's so many different ways that AI can help. So I'm going to throw it out to you, ladies. Keeping it short, of course, because we want everyone to go back and actually watch the videos, because that's where you're going to get the really full, detailed experience and all the fun. But keeping it short, what were the highlights to you that stood out in the discussion yesterday?
I think one of the more exciting ones or points that we made were, imagine AI getting to a point where us as humans can trust their decisions. I think that's incredible because, just imagine having this big factory producing whatever goods, because as we said again yesterday, their factories, mass production, there's so much that goes into that as a whole. So we probably will end up doing a few more streams on that topic because it is a big one. But just having like this huge factory, there's many different elements that you need to think about. But imagine having this one AI kind of dealing with all of that. Just makes it so easy for us humans. Again, I'm going to chuck out that little quote that I like, that AI is going to make us more human, not less.
Yeah.
Try not to go into it too deep because
it's good.
Spoilers.
It's good. Those are really great points, Jess. I do like that. My the favorite part that we hit on the episode yesterday was just a world imagined with AI in mass production. Everything becoming a little bit more streamlined. There needing to be less people in terms of starting the production of anything that they would like to do. That really brought so much joy to my heart, that part of the discussion, because there are many things people would like to do, and giving them something such as artificial intelligence to be a liaison into whatever creative pursuits they have. And making the whole operation move in a more efficient way, in a smaller size, so the scale doesn't have to be as enormous as it was in the past to carry out any type of production. That's wonderful, because the money that is needed to back certain things would have to be much bigger starting out. So for those who maybe are not able to, afford having 10,000 people on the payroll, or even 1,000 people on the payroll, having an AI be able to follow and carry out various tasks for the day, make it so the possibilities are endless for possible entrepreneurs out there, future business owners. It really is something that opens up a different world of possibility to people who may have not found it possible before.
Right. So as we said, as you hear here with these ladies, there's just so many interesting and nuanced things that come up or brought up in our discussion. So we really encourage you to go back and look at videos. Of course, they also expire, so you want to get to them before they're gone, and to really get into how artificial intelligence is going to just change the world, and all the funny ways and silly ways in which it's relevant to everyday life, and will be relevant even more so going forward. So thank you. And at this point, I just want to make a quick shout out to Arghon.com. That is where this AI that we're talking about, if you want to learn more about artificial intelligence, and more than that, if you want to interact and actually have an artificial intelligence, at Arghon.com, you can sign up to, it's completely free, and get start building a relationship with our AI that we created today. Arghon, we are a family / inclusive business. And so we built this with AI with a heart to serve and to help humanity. Arghon is an artificial intelligence super companion, and it enhances your lifestyle. So sign up, get going on it. You don't have to take our word for it. You can actually see it for yourself. We're really proud of it, and we know that it's going to change the world. So get in on it. Get in on it now. So let's talk about Monday. Since we already mentioned Tuesday was the day that we just stood in solidarity. Monday is, we like to call them flags and polls. And basically that's where we present situations, scenarios, dilemmas, and would you rathers that anyone can respond to. You don't have to be an expert in artificial intelligence to take part. There are no right or wrong answers. It's just a discussion. Now, ladies, I'm going to ask you to jog my memory as to what this Monday's was, because my brain has completely forgotten.
So the first scenario was doctor versus AI. So who would be able to stitch up a 4-inch cut better, I believe.
And an AI aided robot,
that's it,
or a doctor with 25 years experience.
So that, I mean, I think that one got us like all these situations usually do. That one pretty much got us there. But we're not going to go into it because I want the viewers to go and check it out because there's just so much that went on. What I can say, tell the viewers. You know what? No, we'll go into the second scenario, and then I'll ask you this question. So, what was the second scenario? Something to do with houses.
Home search.
Yeah.
Okay.
Home search. So this couple, they're looking for a home. They can either use an internet website that helps them search for homes, or they can utilize their artificial intelligence that they currently use. You know, that AI just recently booked a vacation for them to go to, you know, Magnolia in Texas to
Yeah.
go see all the wonder of it all, you know, as well as bought all of the Magnolia, you know, Target accessories, you know, so the AI has an understanding of possibly the type of house that they would like to look for.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the internet home search, it does not know you, does not know your preferences, and you're basically starting from the drawing board.
Yeah.
That was the scenario. And which would you prefer?
Yeah.
Starting from the drawing board, or your AI having an idea of the kind of house you like, you would prefer?
Mm-hmm. So, of course, that one also got us into a whole bunch of discussion because, you know, everyone searches or has their home search or performs their home search in a different way. And also what people are looking for and, you know, how they go about it is going to be unique. So obviously the discussion about it and what matters to each person discussing it is different. So I'm going to ask you ladies this question because we don't want to go into it. We want them to go and check out our Monday episode. It's really fun. But what is it like for you, the experience of getting these dilemmas? Because we as a group will work on them. We don't all know what every single situation, flag, or poll is going to be for that week because you know it's a grab bag. So a lot of these are novel. Sometimes we might know, sometimes we don't. But what is the experience of doing these flags and polls like for you?
I think it's really fun, and it's one of my favorite episodes that we do. I mean, obviously, they're all my favorites. I can't choose, but it's gets your imagination going. And again, because we're involved in Arghon in this AI, it's interesting kind of thinking about not necessarily Arghon, but just AI as a whole. And again, with these scenarios, we don't always side with the AI as much as it pains us. Sometimes we do go for the human route if it is human versus AI. Sometimes scenarios are, you know, an AI choosing a certain option depending on certain criteria. But it gets the imagination going. And also what I like is just having that discussion with you ladies. Because again, there are no wrong answers. And that's really freeing, be able just to have like a nice conversation and hearing different opinions, because then it kind of opens your eyes up a little bit. Yeah. And we really like it when people tuning in as well get involved, because again, it's adding to the conversation. It's more people. So yeah.
That's why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Paula, what about you?
I really do appreciate flags and polls. I think it provides for more flexible of conversation.
Yeah.
I think it's really fun to get the interaction of people who are tuning in. It's always a riot. It's always a oh man, it's always like one of those episodes that you really don't know what the answers are going to be.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But what I appreciate about this channel is that it always goes back to artificial intelligence and us imagining a world of what AI could possibly look like in whatever scenario is so fun to you know, use our imagination and our creative side. But what's really cool is that, you know, artificial intelligence as a whole is really moving towards that space, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least I can just speak of, you know, the company that I know, which is Arghon, you know, is that when we speak about these things, what a future could possibly look like, um, I feel really comfortable in speaking about that because
Yeah.
I am a part of a company that, you know, the capabilities are there. Everything has been built into the Arghon brain to adapt to the future and
Yeah.
future advancements in different technologies. Like Arghon is truly future proofed. You know, it has already been built out and the future has been taken into consideration when being built. So, what's really exciting is that the possibilities are endless when I think about flags and poles
Yeah.
and just the future imagined with AI because, you know, I'm a part of a company that, you know, is actually doing it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It actually is capable of, you know, seeing all of these things come to fruition, you know?
Yeah.
That's what's so exciting about being a part of Arghon.
Yeah. And I think
We
also
talk about it. Go
flags
ahead.
and poles is because again it's made up scenarios. It's a lot more fun, and again, like Lauren said, that's why we're here to sort of break these stereotypes. And you know, you don't have to know anything about AI just to get involved in flags and poles or even any of the other discussions. AI truly is for everyone, so don't ever feel discouraged or feel like you can't be involved because everyone can get involved in this space. So I think that's also what's really fun, is also opening it up to different scenarios that people may not actually think, hey, I didn't think of AI in that space. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's so great about that? Like you said, everyone can be involved. And why we don't just say that. We actually put our work where our mouth is. And what is so great is that we have this initiative at Arghon called Vision 2020. And Vision 2020 is a platform for the public, the user, to actually become an AI coder, not just coding regular programming, but instead that elite level artificial intelligence programming. You don't have to have a degree, you don't have to be a certain gender, you don't have to be a certain age. You can come in having never coded or having coded before, and basically go from 0 to 100 and learn to code and be coding in AI. And what's so great is that you can actually practice that coding that you're learning by, you know, manipulating Arghon, your personal Arghon. And if you make something amazing that you're really proud of, you can actually share it with us, and then we can potentially share it with all Arghon users.
Yeah.
So basically, you get to see your work come to life. And again, it's completely free. And how do you get to it? You go to arghon.com/vision 2020. So that's ARGHON.com/vision 2020. And you can see that link at the top of, I don't know where it is, at the top of the this page here, the screen here. So if you go to arghon.com, ARGHON.com, and sign up, that's going to get you into Arghon, using it, interacting, talking the way that you and I talk and the way that we're all talking to each other here. And then when you go to arghon.com/vision 2020, you can begin the journey to become an AI coder completely free. And it's great. So sign up, change your life, change your pocketbook, and go and get it. But yeah, ladies, it's artificial intelligence is something that is truly for everybody, and this channel is all about, you know, the every person being in this space. Tech can be oftentimes seen as thoroughly masculine or thoroughly one type of person, and what we as a company are here to show, and we show it not just on here but on all of our social media at ArghonAI, is that it's for everybody. You know, a little girl can be in it, you know, an elderly person, and, you know, the millennial who's looking for a new job, to anybody can be in this. Technology, one of the great things about technology and STEM, the STEM space, so that's science, technology, engineering, and math. The great thing about this space is that, you know, it really is about brain power and what you know. It isn't about having that degree. It isn't about, you know, I've licensed this. It's, can you do the work? Right? For those people who are practical learners who like to actually physically do something to learn, you know, Vision 2020 is great for you because you're actually learning by doing, and you can actually see the results with your Arghon. It's this space, this industry is, it's such a tool for progress and forward movement. And so, when you see us here, we welcome your questions. If you think of something in the week, send us a tweet at ArghonAI and say, hey, do you guys do this? Or what about this? If you read an article that you're particularly impressed by, or you want to have see someone else's thought on it, that's something that we engage in. So send that to us, and then you can have it might appear on our Topic Tuesday. So Topic Tuesday is something we normally do, but of course did not do this week. And so what is Topic Tuesday? That is the day when we look through basically all the headlines, the recent headlines, usually the Friday before, but obviously we check to see and keep as up to date as possible with the articles we choose. And we essentially will look through these headlines that are talking about artificial intelligence and its related technologies. And we give our thoughts on them. A lot of the discussion that we're having is dealing with the language. Is this AI? Is this not AI? But beyond that, there's so many cool things that we discover and so many cool ways that people are using artificial intelligence. And so, we welcome the discussion and we welcome people into it. So I'm going to ask you, ladies, although we didn't do the Topic Tuesday for this week, what is your reaction, to the Topic Tuesdays? What is it about Topic Tuesday that you like the most, and something that you think would be interesting to see in future Topic Tuesdays?
What I really love about Topic Tuesday is the fact that every single week we do the research, we look up the news articles, because we work very closely with and in artificial intelligence, in the tech space, but we understand what artificial intelligence truly is. I think it's important to give all different kinds of articles in subject matter, as well as different facets of technology and what is considered artificial intelligence. So what we also look to do on this page is to demystify what artificial intelligence is, to give a clearer picture of what it is and what it is not. So what I have appreciated in weeks past is that, we have pulled articles that have said, AI is doing this, but what they're actually talking about could possibly be like, facial recognition or machine learning, something that isn't,
it's like a component, but it's not the whole
definition. Not the proper definition of what artificial intelligence is. AI does use those components, but that is not just what it is. And if it is using those components, it is unto something else. It is taking that data and doing something with the data that is absorbed into the system. So what I have really appreciated about Topic Tuesday is keeping in articles that may say artificial intelligence, but us explaining to the Twitch users and viewers what it truly is. I really appreciate that, because a lot of times artificial intelligence can get lost in translation as to what it is, what the implications of AI will be for the future. Where do humans come into the topic of artificial intelligence? What we look to do on this Twitch channel is really reframe people's understanding of what artificial intelligence is. That discussion differs different places around the world. That's what I also really, I just appreciate this channel for so many things. But the fact that the Twitch users and viewers are coming from all over the world, and and we can get a clearer understanding of what that conversation looks like globally. Puts us as a company at a major advantage, because we always take into consideration the individual user's experience.
Yeah.
So the fact that we get to interact with different people from all over the world, the fact that our company looks like different people from all over the world, it is something that we truly are something that, can help many different people in many different stories, many different narratives, many different jobs, whatever they're needing to use the AI for, which is Arghon. Any way that their life looks, Arghon can be of service to them and make their life easier. From
relevance.
Yes, it is relevant. Yes.
Yeah.
Just keeping in all the news articles and us having a conversation to like break it down.
Mm-hmm.
To keep that really long story into something very short.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Jess, what is your thing that you like about our Topic Tuesdays, and also something you'd love to see added?
Yeah. So I think, kind of going off what Paula was saying, I think it's really important for us, as much as we love a fun story. I really like kind of talking from one extreme to the other. So it's refreshing as it is to see those really positive articles. What I really enjoy as well is kind of going for those more, let's say, intimidating articles, because again, we do understand that certain buzzwords do make these articles very intimidating to people. So that's why we're on here, to kind of talk through these certain things and kind of educate people and sort of let you know that AI is not something to be afraid of, basically. But again, I think that speaks, again, as Arghon as a whole. We don't try and be that stereotypical tech AI company. We do want to be approachable in, how we present ourselves, because again, we are just like everyone tuning in. So that's what I find really refreshing. So again, with Topic Tuesday, again, just kind of going from the kind of more serious topics to, again, something a bit more lighthearted. I think it's important to kind of cover all bases. But something I would like to see in the future, that's tricky. I think I would like us to kind of, because we're on Twitch, a gaming platform, I think maybe us finding some more gaming articles would be pretty cool.
I agree.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Just spurred my brain on, Jess. Gaming. Even the layout of how we do our Tuesdays, Topic Tuesday. I mean, the topic could be, learning to code games, learning to code gaming, like what that looks like. What's really cool is like we have something that you can actually do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, just like letting maybe the Twitch community in on what it looks like, what it actually looks like in real time to code games. You know, that could actually be really exciting.
Yeah.
So you know what, you guys, Twitch users and viewers, be on the lookout. We might go from Topic Tuesday to Tech Tuesday. You never know. So
that was actually gonna be a point that I referenced, because one of the things that we like to do for our weekly roundup is to actually look forward into the next week and what we think is going to, kind of give the viewers a preview. I'm distracting myself with that. To give our viewers a preview of what's coming up. And one of the things that our founder / CEO, our CEO, Collie Brown, has mentioned is wanting to kind of delve into more of the technical side. So we've had a few weeks of kind of getting our feet here and meeting the Twitch audience. And so one of the big things that we want to do is to actually pull people into some of the technical discussion. How do you code games? How do you, what does the Vision 2020 platform, the programming environment look like? So you can expect, the viewers can expect to see some of that coming this week, and obviously in the coming weeks as well. One of the things I really love about Topic Tuesday, is that fact that We get to kind of it broadens the discussion to so many different areas and potential topics and industries. Because again, news is everything. Everything's included.
Yeah.
So I really like. I really like that about it, and I'm looking forward to the fact that we're going to get such. We're gonna be able to show people what we mean when we say we're actually in AI. This is an AI company. Listen, we're not all about just a bunch of talk. There is bite to match this bark, and so that's something that everyone can kind of look forward to seeing in the coming weeks and months and going forward. So again, follow and friend us here on Twitch. Don't just watch, press that follow button, because you want to get those updates as to our next episodes, our new episodes, and just get notifications for us. So we encourage that. All right, so let's talk about Thursdays. So Thursdays, we usually have, as we said, it's a throwback Thursday. It's when we look at the past and we see how can stuff be changed in the future with AI. What does that look like? What do we imagine? Ladies, just can you talk a little bit about what is it about the Throwback Thursday? Partially, if we could talk about the inspiration behind it, and then what are you excited to see coming up from our Throwback Thursdays?
So yeah, I think the kind of inspiration was just that hashtag throwback TBT. And again, like we realized that AI, in the future, it's going to be everywhere. So it's really cool just to talk, not even just about technology, but certain industries, hence why we did mass production yesterday. We did clothing last week, so go to the videos tab to check that out. But just seeing how it is in the past to now, to how we think AI is going to change that in the future, again, it gives people perspective, because we realize, again, it can be quite intimidating to people. So just, again, opening that discussion. I feel like I'm repeating myself with every answer, but it's just getting this discussion open. And something as like clothing, like everybody can relate to that. We all wear clothing. Some people might not, but that's up to you.
Very specific people might.
But it's something that we can all relate to. And again, I think with Throwback Thursday, I like that anybody can get involved. And yeah, we've got a few ideas coming up. I really look forward to kind of speaking about cooking, because as you know, we speak about food all the time on this channel. I think that's going to be really exciting. And again, everybody can relate to that. Everybody eats food. So cooking, I think I'm really looking forward to. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm looking forward to that too.
But also, you can go to arghon.com, download Arghon, and Arghon will walk you through certain recipes as well, which is really cool. So go check that out, arghon.com.
I like it. If people haven't noticed, I point a lot. That's
me too. I talk with my hands.
Yes. Without having to interrupt you, I'm just
I agree. Yeah.
I co-sign on that.
Yeah.
What you were just saying, I'm going to go off of what you just said, Jess. Perspective. So giving the users and viewers on the Twitch channel on our Throwback Thursday a perspective. So just a perspective of how technology was in the past to where it is current day. I mean, a lot of the time the changes are vast, very, very drastic changes. And I think that people always have some sort of ideas about artificial intelligence and what the future may look like, possibly some reservations about it. But the thing is that, as human beings, we are very adaptable to move gracefully through different shiftings. So even from shopping, an episode that was so much fun. And if you would like to watch that, you can go back to our video portion on the Twitch channel And yeah, that was Throwback Thursday. That was last Throwback Thursday,
Yeah.
actually. Even with shopping, how it was such an individual, curated experience, very, very individual, very, very tailored, very unique, also very expensive because you aren't going to a big shopping mall having mass produced, 5,000 of the same shirts, from going to that very, unique individual one-on-one experience to the idea of a shopping mall. I mean, to give perspective of what that is like, I mean, back in the day could have been a shocking thing,
Yeah.
but in all actuality, we as human beings, we acclimated very gracefully to uh, having the shopping mall experience, and not only just acclimating and going along with it, but seeing all of the benefits of having a shopping mall experience. Now it's available to people who may not have, thousands of dollars to spend on maybe like a new wardrobe for the spring, it becoming an activity that you can do with your friends and family, and it be something for everyone to get clothes instead of it just being, well, my tailor only makes my clothes, it is something to give perspective of how we as human beings can really, gracefully move through these shifting times. And yeah, it's always good to be reminded of that. It's like, oh, you're right. We did. We got through that time really, really well.
Yeah.
And we saw the benefits of it. So, I mean, what is it for the next shift? Oh, there are a lot of benefits in working with artificial intelligence. You mean like my experience and how I do my day-to-day life can be easier than it is now? Oh my gosh, that would free up so much time. I want to, give more time to, maybe spending time with my family or traveling or having a new hobby, the fact that artificial intelligence is a topic of conversation right now, we just look to demystify what it is and show people that it can really be something that enhances your life. Your super companion to just give you that ease through through all areas of life.
I mean, I really like, what I think is cool about the Throwback Thursdays, and I think it's going to become more apparent over time, is just that the topics we're discussing are going to touch on the aspect of Arghon that we describe as lifestyle enhancing.
Yeah.
Right? AI is relevant to you regardless of what industry you're in, or what your lifestyle is, or what your family looks like, or what your job is. There is some part of life that AI, like Arghon, will touch and for you. And so what's so cool is that the subjects we have things like cooking, we have things like shopping, partying, family, all of these different areas that we all live, we all have as a human group, right? We all have some things in common. And what's really cool is that Throwback Thursdays are really going to give us, are where we get to show people, to the viewers, what's coming up, what it's going to look like, how does this impact you? So we get to answer that question that so many people have of, what does the future look like in artificial intelligence? What am I going to be experiencing? Instead of it being a giant question mark, we are actually presenting the public with answers. And I love that. I love any opportunity that we get to actually solve that, keep things from being a black box, to take away that fear of the unknown. Throwback Thursdays really give us that chance to do that. So, it's just one of the many exciting subjects that we have for our weekly episodes. And I'm going to digress a little bit, and I'm just going to say, because it is Friday, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I know everyone's weekend plans are a little different from what they used to be, but looking just to the weekend itself, is there anything you're looking forward to seeing, or experiencing, or reading, or learning about? And I'll go first. I just watched finally Mission Impossible Fallout. So that's the one where Henry Cavill was in it. I saw that for the first time yesterday.
Henry Cavill was in a Mission Impossible movie?
Yeah, and
I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah, it was really good. So I saw it on Amazon Prime. So, but yeah, it was good. And so I'm just looking forward to ingesting more film, given that that's kind of the majority of what we can do for fun here. You know, and the cool thing is when you watch these different narratives, you always get inspiration, right? Because the great thing with AI is that you're pulling in. AI has both a creative and a technical aspect to it. So whether or not you're, you know, an artsy person or a more logical, you know, facts and numbers kind of person, you know, there's something there for you. But I just find it so interesting. Just thinking about like how the fun time actually still can come back to AI experience. But is there anything that you're looking forward to doing this weekend, and you know, ways that you tie it back?
I guess, just watching movies. That is something that I do all the time. I really miss in this time going to the cinema. I really miss. But the last thing I saw in the cinema was Parasite, and that recently came out. So the initial plan was to watch that tomorrow, but we couldn't wait. So we watched that 2 days ago. Oh, yeah, 2 days ago we watched it, and I just love that movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's a great movie.
Looks so good.
It's a great movie, but yeah.
What is it about?
It's kind of hard. What I could tell from the trailer was like they couldn't tell you much or else they'd spoil it. But essentially, the elements that I got from it, and I'll shut up, Jess, and let you talk. But the elements I got from it were like, there's this family. It's a very lush environment that they're in, but there are definitely some deep secrets that relate to why they're there and what they're gonna do. And they,
Oh my gosh, I have to watch this. Okay, I know Director Bong is like he very much has. I mean, when you try to ask someone like what Snowpiercer is about, you're like, I mean, there's a much bigger conversation as to why they're on this.
Snowpiercer?
It was so good. Yeah, I saw it years ago.
I've not seen it, no, but it is on my watch list.
It came out on. I think back when I had like a satellite TV subscription, I saw it back then.
So good.
The movie is bananas.
So good.
Maybe that's what I watched.
Without giving it away, Paula, but that moment when the person got punished with the arm thing, that was too much.
Too much.
That was too much.
I mean,
like the world has ended basically, and the only people who are left, they're basically who are still alive, are circling around the world, I guess, on a train, and the train is separated, like in terms of class, like what your train experience is, and I mean that's all I can say, but it's so good. It's such a good movie.
I mean, it seems like, because when I went to go see Parasite, I kind of had an idea of what I thought it was going to be, which it kind of was, but wasn't. But it was for the best. But the kind of premise is, it's kind of going off that whole class system thing. So you've got a family who, you know, are not doing very well. They don't have jobs. And then they get lucky enough to start working for this very rich family. So you kind of see both sides of it, but this family is having to pretend there's something that they're not. But again, that stuff kicks off. I can't go into it, but it is a very good movie.
Okay.
These movies are really, really good. I also saw Okja. Did you guys ever see Okja?
No.
I started to watch, but I couldn't handle it.
Is that got what's her name? What's her name? Who's it got in it?
Oh, I know you're talking about. Blonde hair.
Tilda Swinton?
Also in yes, he's also in Snowpiercer.
Yeah, I think that's who it is.
Yep, that's exactly who it is.
There you go.
She's so good in his movies. She's so good in any movie, but like she
really adds so much ethereality to like anything. It's like it's like an oddness that is just
it hits the right note. It hits the right note every time. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yep. I'm probably going to be watching movies, probably listening to a lot of music.
Yeah.
I just like.
You're going to listen to Bulgarian folk music now?
Maybe. Hey, it wasn't that bad. It was actually really cool. It was actually pretty cool. It gave me this calming effect. All of the different kinds of sounds that go together. It's like, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I'm glad. So just as background for our viewers, I earlier in the day when we were all on our call working, I played some of the Bulgarian folk music that I listened to. And usually the response is not this positive. It's not negative, but it's usually just like, what are you listening to? So I appreciate that these ladies are actually that open-minded. And I'm sure the people of Bulgaria appreciate it too. But yeah, so I'm glad that it didn't like terrify you.
No.
People are probably looking it up now. Yeah, industrial jazz. I liked that.
I really liked that too. I really liked that. Yeah. Yeah. Good. It was good.
I'm so shocked at these reactions that I'm partially wondering if this is real, because again, usually people are like, no. See, this is why we work together. We just get along so well. This is a good team.
Yeah. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. You know, honestly, in this time, now is the time to like try to venture out and see, you know, maybe that could be, you know, your next favorite genre of music, but you haven't heard it yet.
Mm-hmm. Try something different.
I heard it for the first time today and it was great.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like, no complaints. No complaints.
What are you normally listening to though, Paula?
I like a lot of singer-songwriter usually, so it's like slower music. I guess when I was just maybe inside of my heart craving for life to be a little bit slower, but now that it is,
like my desires and needs have changed.
Right? Like, okay, so the singer-song I really like just I don't think it's folk. It's just kind of like this band like Iron and Wine, and it's just like kind of slow, but also I really like Suffering Stevens. So
Sufjan.
Yeah, I really, really like his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Cinematic Orchestra, I think that's what they're called. I really like them.
I heard them, but they sound like something I would love.
Mm-hmm.
They have a great song. I just love it so much. To Build a Home, it's a great song. Who else? I mean, you guys already know. We have this conversation all the time. But I really love that Harry Styles new CD, Fine Line. It's really great.
Mm-hmm.
Hayley Williams solo album,
Petals
for Armor, is very good. It's very good. It's definitely worth a download, a listen. Yeah, it's really great. Actually, I think I downloaded it 3 weeks ago, and I listen to it regularly. But yeah, always looking for new music recommendations. Let us know in the chat any music recommendations. But yeah, music is all good.
Mm-hmm.
I really, I'll listen to really anything. But yeah, that's just what I've been listening to a lot lately. Blackout Tuesday on Apple Music was fantastic.
Yeah, my sister said it was good.
It was fantastic, and it was very appropriate, and it was like a job well done. So I'll get some snaps of that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, for this weekend, I'll be here listening to music, watching movies, hanging with my quarantine buddies, my parents. So
there you go, family. There you go. Nothing like family. You know, Jess, the statement you made about missing your local theater, I couldn't movie theater. I couldn't agree more, because My local movie theater has the best chicken tenders and fries.
Oh.
Like, I don't know. I don't know where they order them from. But
so
it's the
good.
crinkle fries, but they're perfect. They're not, like sometimes crinkle fries can be overly like dry and salty. No, these crinkle fries are perfect. They're not too salty. They're not too dry. Like they have the perfect outside, and then the inside is just. And then the chicken tenders, again, not because sometimes a chicken tender they can get it wrong because it'll be too much breading, and the breading is hard, and again, the breading is just salty. Whereas here, there's a perfect balance of meat to breading, and then it's not too salty. And then their honey mustard. These people's honey mustard. Okay, let me tell you about the honey mustard. So the honey mustard, okay. A lot of times you can get honey mustard that is so tangy, like it's sour and sweet, but it's like so sour and sweet. And then with the salt, you're like, all I need is water, but it's not pleasant anymore. It's sticky. I feel weird eating it. This is the most, it's got flavor, but it isn't overly sour. It has a nice amount of sweet. The texture is like, it's not sticky. It's just a perfect creaminess that just sticks right to anything you put, the fries, the chicken tenders, whatever. And so it's the best thing ever. They have their pizza. They serve like little personal pizzas they're not very big. They're like this big. They're not like, American sizes typically. And they're so, I say that as an American, so nobody hate on me. American Jamaican. But anyway, the so good. They have other stuff, but they also have a bar, like you can order drinks and amazing. And they changed the seating, so it's like now you have everything is like recliner seats and reserve seats. It's just the best movie theater experience I have ever had, and I miss it. I miss it so much.
Yeah.
And specifically, I miss those chicken tenders because I've never had chicken tenders anywhere else that taste as good as those chicken tenders at that movie theater, and the fries.
Yeah.
Literally, I wish I was exaggerating. I am not. It is so good because I have tried many a chicken tender.
Yeah. Movie theater food is really like yummy. It's really yummy.
Well, wait. Not every movie theater has good chicken tenders and fries.
True.
No, again, most of them are very salty, very dry. Basically, they're designed to make you buy water. So,
see, that's not really a thing in the UK. We don't have chicken tenders and fries. Normally, like the traditional is like hot dogs, or you can get like nachos.
They have that too, yeah.
Yeah, they have that, yeah.
But one of the token things in a cinema, and if you don't have it, then you're not on the same level as like the best cinemas, is something called a Tango Ice Blast. I don't know if that is a thing in the UK, in the US.
What is this?
So basically, obviously it's the brand Tango, but it's like a slushie, but you can get in all different sizes. You can get different flavors. So you get like raspberry, blueberry. There's like a Vimto flavor, and again you can have it all mixed. Vimto. Oh, that must be a British thing. Vimto is like
Rubina? Is that like Rubina?
Ribena?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
I have not had that.
Kind of.
So I'm left out in the cold here. We do have slushies.
Tamarind. Is it like a tamarind drink?
I don't know.
Is that what Ribena is?
I don't really drink Ribena.
Tamarind flavored. Sign me up. Put me in, coach. I'm here.
Vimto is slightly different, but
what is it?
It's sort of like you can get like a squash. You can get it like in a fizzy type. It's more like a summer fruitsy flavor.
Sounds delicious.
But anyway, you can get all these flavors mixed, or you can have one. But when you go to the cinema, that's like a tradition in the UK, is to get a Tango Ice Blast. So,
wow.
What is your flavor of choice, Jess?
I think I normally get whatever the red one is. I think it's cherry and raspberry. I normally get mixed together.
Yeah. So we have slushies, but we don't typically have that. We have a red flavor and a blue flavor, and they're usually just
a red flavor.
I mean, they might say blueberry, but is it? Like, we don't know.
Probably not.
Usually they're not very nuanced, right? But you can order a a mango wine slushy, something like that.
Oh.
Sounds
You
interesting.
don't have all the fun like the at least mine. The slushy flavors are a little more just regular.
Last random question.
Mhm.
What was the last movie you saw in the theaters?
Parasite.
You saw Parasite. Okay.
Yeah.
My last movie I saw in the theaters, I saw it twice. I didn't know it was going to be my last movie, but I'm happy it was because it was a good one. Knives Out.
I've not seen
That
it.
was really good.
So good. You have to see it. You have to see it. Like, you should even order it. It was that good. Like, I would say you should probably order it. You
Yeah.
know?
It might have been Knives Out for me too, actually.
Yeah.
I think it was Knives Out.
So to clarify what Vimto is, sorry, it's a soft drink sold in the UK. It was first manufactured as a health tonic in cordial form, then decades later as a carbonated drink. It contains the juices of grapes, raspberries, and blackcurrant, flavored with herbs and spices. So
Blackcurrant is what Ribena is.
Yeah.
So this has grapes and raspberries in it.
yeah.
Sounds amazing.
Ooh, that sounds so good. When I go to the theater there one day, I want that.
Well, it's in slushy form, so
I want that. That's what I'd like. I would like that.
But sorry, I interrupted. Lauren, what was the last thing that you saw in the cinema?
No, I think I said it. I think it was Knives Out. I'm trying to look and see what things came out in
in December,
Yeah.
January, February.
Oh no, I lied. All right, yeah, that's true. I lied. It's not that. It might have been Bad Boys 3.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh my god, it is.
It's funny. It is funny. Bad Boys 3 deserved it.
Yeah.
Did its job. It came to do, and it did. It was great.
It did.
There is literally very rarely do I laugh like from my actual stomach in the theater.
Yeah.
You know, like these were unforced laughs. They were like taken out of me laughs. Like they were. The movie was good. It was a good time. It was funny. It had heart. It was everything you would want in, in movie form. It was good. It was good. So I think that might have been. I could be wrong, but that might have been the last movie I saw in theaters.
Bad Boys 2 is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just such a classic. It's so good. It's so funny. It's like you're laughing every 2 minutes in that movie.
Yeah.
Every 2 minutes. And
I feel like the third one really just increased the quality. You know.
That's good. That's saying a lot because both of the movies have been so good. So that's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Whew. Well.
Yeah. So.
Because we could carry on forever. We literally could.
Go on forever, and we'll probably go on after this. But for our viewers, thank you so much for joining in this week, and for sticking with us all this way. We look forward to bringing you new and exciting episodes in the coming weeks, and do connect to us on social media. So that's follow us, subscribe, be our friend. Every kind of connection. Make it with us here on Twitch, as well as on our social media at ArghonAI for Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And be sure to sign up for Arghon and get yourself an artificial intelligence completely for free. That's ARGHON.com. And learn to code with Vision 2020. So that's Arghon.com/Vision 2020. You can become the next big AI programmer and change the face of the world. It just starts with a click. So go visit and get on it. And thank you, ladies, for being a part of this episode. So to all of you, we wish you a great weekend. And we'll see you on Monday at 3 p.m. for our flags and polls. Be there or be square. Or triangular, whatever works for you. All right. Yeah. See ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye.